Welcome back to my art studio. It feels like it's been a very long time since I filmed my last art vlog. The videos that I shared in between all were kind of a different type of video. I kind of feel rusty talking to the camera. Hey, hello, hey. It's been a long time. There's a little bit of getting used to it again. And I must say that I kind of missed making art vlogs and talking to you. It kind of feels like I haven't seen a friend in some time. I just really got this sense of, I want to film everything that I'm up to in my art studio and around my art studio. See how you have been. I mostly had my summer holiday vacation. In the meantime, I also have been working on my 2026 calendar, which is a project I work on every year. Well, not every year, the 2026 one, but I work on a calendar every year. The calendar always has multiple artworks I've worked on through the year. I use Kickstarter as a platform to launch the calendar, kind of like a pre-order. Also getting into the new school schedule. Lucas started school again after the summer, so it's been a time of adjusting and getting into the rhythm again. All the while, I've also tried to keep working on my world building project. This year, I decided to keep factoring in time for my passion projects as well, and also for enough rest. And that is kind of where this video comes in. I would really like to take you along in the next month. So it's late August and I'm going to be filming throughout September. Slow down and not try to rush and stress through everything with the Kickstarter campaign, because I would like to not feel burned out this year. I think September is always a very busy period with Kickstarter, but also we have a lot of birthdays. And it so happens that autumn is one of my favorite seasons, and get cozy, plan a lot of autumn activities, but because it is so busy, sometimes that just, gets put on the back burner. So what I have in mind is to just, have certain hours to devote to the Kickstarter campaign and to work projects, but then also factor in daily breaks, time to visit nature, and time to work on my world building project. But I would also really love to notice the new season that is about to start. I always enjoy the transition between summer and autumn. I would really love to enjoy all of this with you. So I'm going to take you along on a couple of weeks in this good old cozy art vlog. So if you want to go on this journey with me, comment a little autumn leaf down below and let me know what your favorite thing about autumn is. Make sure you're very cozy, grab yourself a lovely drink, and let's slow down together.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
Yeah, I haven't filmed in a while really. I filmed the intro last week and then I just locked in to work on my Kickstarter campaign. I already had finished the video in which I tell everything about my 2026 calendar. There's a lot of tedious work that goes into just the administrative side of a campaign. I wrote the text for the whole Kickstarter page, so it is ready when the project launches on Monday. Very exciting. You know, I decided to not film that whole process because it's just basically me sitting behind a computer. Thought to spare you that and hopefully move on to the more fun things in my art business, which I now figure is not cleaning my art studio, but that is on the plan for today because, you know, I just came out of the summer holidays and after that I just went straight into readying the Kickstarter campaign for the calendar and, you know, designing the calendar and everything. And it's safe to say that my art studio is due for a little bit of a tidy and clean situation. I want to film the tiny sketchbook tour soon. I will not bore you with everything with the whole cleaning and tidying session. I will just make a little quick montage.
Get up soon, I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star clearing true, your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans are paper, I'm afraid. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Hey Pepper, give us a shake in the newborn grass. You're sure to find a snake. Don't let the serpent change your pace. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. There's a dream weaver that won't let me alone, and it turns my heart into a heavy stone. Look at the maker in the face. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay.
It always gives like this fresh feeling and a feeling of a reset. It's like stepping into a new project or a new period. So now I'm going to take a moment to freshen up and it's time for my coffee moment. And if you've been here for a while, you know how much I treasure that time of the day. And yeah, I'm just going to relax for a bit. Afterwards, I think I'm going to make a list of all the things that I need to do in September and, you know, things I need to accomplish. And also, of course, keep in mind the things I want to do this autumn so that the month doesn't slip by like it often does. But first, coffee. I'm going to take some time to finally film the tiny sketchbook tour. You may have seen one of my most recent videos in which I took this tiny sketchbook everywhere I went, and in the meantime I filled the last spreads. I didn't really have the time yet to start filming it, so since I've just cleaned my art studio, I think now is the best time to film. It can be hard to start something, and especially if you've been planning it and have been mentioning it that it's on its way. And today I'm finally going to do it. I always love to film sketchbook tours and, you know, edit the video. I just have to make time to actually sit down and do it, so that's what I'm going to do. First, I'm also going to take some time to polish my nails. I don't do this often, but since the sketchbook video is a lot of me flipping through pages, and I don't want my nails to look like I've just fed a rabbit raccoon that has been rolling in the mud, I think it is nice to add a little bit of gloss to my nails. I don't know why, but I often only manage to keep my nails long on one hand. I don't know what that is all about, and often I do not have long nails at all because I'm quite clumsy, and you know, with packing and with drawing and sometimes playing the guitar. Also, each day I'm just waiting to have a little accident with the nail and, you know, one of them falling off. I'm talking about my nails way too long, but anyways, so right now, I'm going to find a nice layout for the video. I like to make my sketchbook tours a little cozy to watch, and I like to light a candle, and I don't have a lot of matches left, I see, so it's going to be a one take lighting the candle, I guess. I think I'm going to stop filming for this vlog because it's a bit confusing to film two videos at the same time. My brain can't comprehend. So I'm going to film this video, which you may have already seen, and I'm going to talk to you later, probably on another day. I am keeping my promise and taking my morning walk, even though today is the big launch of the Kickstarter campaign. I'm filming this with my phone with the potential of people running into me and me feeling really embarrassed. So I'm going to keep it short. Today I have a lot of administration to do, so I'm going to enjoy nature for a little while, and then I'll meet you again in my art studio. Little in-between update. It seems like I've broken off my nail on Kickstarter launch day, nonetheless. So I got back from my walk. Today mostly is going to be an administrative day. Today I will need to prepare the newsletter to send out to my newsletter subscribers since it's launch day for the Kickstarter. But it's also the day I need to ship my Patreon rewards. And I also have some Etsy orders, so I'm going to spend most of the day packing, I think. And then in the afternoon, I'm also going to launch the Kickstarter campaign, and I'm so very curious to see what it will do this year, if it will fund at all, and yeah, very excited. I just finished doing a final check on the Kickstarter campaign, and I also prepared the images that I want to share on Instagram and other platforms. At the final moment, I also added this GIF to the campaign. It flips through the calendar artworks, and I thought it would be a nice touch on the static page. Of course, it also will have the video. Later today I will launch the campaign, As you can see, it has been approved. I sent it in for review, and the only thing I have to do is push this button, and then the campaign will be live. First, I will also need to pack the Patreon mail. These rewards are for the August mail. It's Paul Edgar Pollenbloom in sticker form and also in print form. This month included 2 art prints instead of 1. And this is Paul Edgar Pollenbloom's childhood picture. And this is him as a grown adult. Very serious. And I need to sign the prints, not all of them. That would be a lot of patrons. Would be nice, but no, not all of them are for Patreon. And pack the stickers. And then I can move on to the Etsy orders and later on launch the campaign. I'm still in the midst of everything with packing. I just have 2 orders left to pack. It's almost 5 p.m. It's 2 more minutes. Each year I just feel so nervous to launch the campaign. I always expect crickets, which really may come true this year. We are going to see. It's already pretty dark in here, so I hope you can see it. When it's 5 p.m. I'm going to click this button and I hope everything will work out. So nerve-wracking. I just hope I didn't make any mistakes in the Kickstarter campaign, which now cannot be undone. This feels like the longest minute since humankind. It's 5 p.m. Okay, click with me. Okay, I need to do it fast. Okay, here we go. I clicked it, right? Oh my god, I still have to launch project. Did it work? Yay! Okay, the project is live and everyone can now see everything if all is well. Will the differ? Oh, okay, it works, yes. Okay, so the campaign is officially live now, so I'm going to take a moment and shout it out on all of the platforms. I'm going to finish packing these last orders and I'll be back to you soon. It's very dark in here, but I just wanted to show you. We already have 5 backers. As you know, I was really nervous for this launch, and it's not to say that we are going to reach the funding goal, but it's really encouraging to see that there are 6 people in the meantime that have backed the calendar, so yay! It's now the 9th of September and it's the first day that has really felt like an autumn day. A day to stay cozy and warm inside. I put on the lights in the garden because it's so dark. I really love the autumn weather and putting on lights and such. The only thing is that in autumn and winter it's just a lot less light in my art studio, and I don't really mind when I'm painting and drawing, but for filming it's another story. I still have to find a solution for that, so if you are making videos and you have a tip for a good studio lighting, then please let me know in the comments. But anyways, today is going to be a slow day, and even though it's raining outside, I'm still going to take my walk, and I think I'm going to take you with me. I forgot to mention that the Kickstarter campaign is doing very well. We are on the first 24 hours still, and it's 76% funded, so that gives good hope for the rest of the campaign, that it's still going strong. Oh look, a bird. The nice thing about working at home is that you can just put on your pajama pants whenever you want. I'm going to work on my book / world building project / world building series. I've stopped trying to label it, but behind the scenes it's starting to take more shape. Especially because I've just started planning set hours of every working day just to devote to this project. I've noticed that seems to be working better than just sitting down when inspiration strikes or planning long hours to devote to the project. So I've been planning out some things, but I'm going to stop talking about it so much because I just finally want to show something and, instead of talking about it. But behind the scenes, it is taking shape, and just sitting down behind my desk and making a little bit of a cozy space, putting on the right music, has really, I think, created a pathway in my brain that gets me in the mood to write. I'm glad because some things have just become clear to me about the story, and now I'm glad that I didn't post anything too soon. But I am very eager to start sharing some things. I almost forgot to show you that something came in the mail. It's this print that I reordered for my Etsy shop. I recently posted it on Instagram and it kind of got a lot of traction. Even though it's an older artwork, I made it many years ago, I think, maybe in 2018 or 2019. Since I posted this image on Instagram, it got ordered a lot more than usual, so I had to restock. I ordered about 50 of them, and that should be enough for the next little while. I also have the September Patreon reward here. This month's reward features Max the Shrimp. I also ordered him in sticker form for the sticker club, so I have a print and a sticker each month. Then the final thing that came in the mail are these little bags. I ordered new baggies for my cozy comfort cards for sad and anxious moments. It's this little illustration that's printed on a cotton bag. I ordered the bags for my cozy comfort cards for sad and anxious moments. It's a card deck of 22 cards that focus on mental health, anxiety, feelings of sadness, and they come in this luxurious bag. It was actually a Kickstarter campaign I did in 2023 to be able to print all of the cards and the little baggies. And this is the first time reordering and restocking those bags. I also have been toying with the idea to create some of these baggies with other illustrations. So let me know what you think about that. Of course, September just started and the cold season is already beginning. And since then, I also caught the bug. So I've been taking it rather slow. After I launched the Kickstarter campaign and did all of my work-related tasks this week, I decided to take the rest of the week off and rest and recover. In other news, and also the reason why I just popped on to film, is that the Kickstarter campaign is almost funded. Rather quick. I didn't really expect this at all, as you know. And we're not fully there yet. It's 99% funded. I think we would need another 1 or 2 calendar orders to be funded. That would be just so great. It would mean that the calendar can be brought to life, that we can also unlock some fun stretch goals, like an art print or bookmark or a sticker. So there will be new milestones in the campaign. But just the fact that the calendar can be printed at all would be so, so nice. So I'm just resting on the couch today. It would be so nice to see the pledge come in that will fund the campaign.
And you have a conflict point. Then
I think it's an hour or so later, and I just got this notification that we have a new backer for the Kickstarter, and this may mean that the funding goal is reached. So let's have a look together. And yes, the funding goal has been reached. Yay! Now I can relax and really lie down. And I'm still drinking coffee, by the way, even though I'm sick. Can't skip coffee. I'm not fully recovered from that cold. It was a pretty heavy one for the first cold of the year. I have slowly resumed working, just a little bit. Today I am going to make some autumn sketches, just some tiny, tiny autumn sketches, and I want to post them on Instagram. I added some decoration. These are actually pressed leaves, pressed autumn leaves from last year. I think in the meantime it is the third week I've been filming for this vlog, and as you know I got a little bit sick in between. I'm still not feeling 100%, I must admit, and I started editing this vlog, started to wonder if everything is a little bit too random, and still I decided to pot a plant today, which is obviously so random, but it needs to be done, so we're doing it anyways. Decided it is time to put it in a pot. So as I've not been filming every day for the past 3 weeks, the colors outside already have started to change a little bit, and we are getting really cold autumn weather. So I've been trying to take it easy, but it didn't really work out that way. As I mentioned, we have a lot of birthdays in September, and so there were a lot of social activities, and I must say the past week really did tire me a lot. I think I hadn't really recovered fully from the cold, and so I'm trying to take it even more slow, but of course that isn't always possible with so many social gatherings and of course also my work. So yeah, kind of feeling overwhelmed, but I still try to factor in my walks, and things like this usually do calm me down a little bit. So in the end, I don't know if I really managed to take it very slow this month. My social battery is drained. Later this week, I hope to still find some autumn leaves. I would really like to press it in my leaf presser thingy. Now let's move on to watering some plants. Hi dear friend, we've reached the end of this vlog. I guess I didn't realize that filming for a month will also give a lot of footage to edit. I kid you not when I tell you that I had to condense 2 hours of footage into this vlog. I think it has become one of the longer ones on my channel, and I hope you still enjoyed everything. I just wanted to give a final update to end the video. The Kickstarter campaign is still going for just a couple more days, and we reached both the funding goal and the first stretch goal, which unlocked a sticker for everyone that orders the calendar during the campaign. We are also very close to unlocking the next stretch goal, which will unlock an art print for everyone too. Just also wanted to thank everyone that backed the calendar. I really appreciate your support. In conclusion, I can say that this month ended up to be as much of a roller coaster as the Septembers in previous years. I did manage to really enjoy the beginnings of autumn though. I hope you will too. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. It's very humid today. It's like one of those walks that just doesn't feel really fulfilling.